This is the 2023 holiday special of the Loud House, a really haunted Loud House from 2023. It came out in September, so I'm doing it in September. I'll watch it again for October, but I got to keep the volume low. I'm gonna give it to my girls real good, especially the older girls, because I've been waiting to do this one for a while. I did the Christmas movie about 2 months ago. Now we're doing this one. My favorite Loud House thing of the entire series. I'll keep the ads. If there's ads, I'm gonna just mute it. I don't want to get a copyright infringement because I didn't for the Christmas movie. I kept the volume low because Luna sings two songs in the movie, and one of them is definitely copyrighted. Who wants candy? Because I'm watching this on a TV because they don't have this movie on streaming anywhere else. You can't watch this on Netflix or Tubi or Disney Plus or Hulu or anything. It's only on Paramount Plus. I think you could also buy it digitally on YouTube, but I'm not gonna do that. They should just release it on DVD. This movie's only an hour and 15 minutes, and it's my favorite Halloween special from the Nickelodeon's ever done. There it is, spooktacular. And it's a rainy day, so I'm staying home and doing this podcast. It's a perfect day for it. There it is. A really loud house. A really haunted loud house. Well, it's still a month and a half until Halloween, Lincoln. There's Clyde, who looks like Josh. Yeah, just get over it. You look like somebody. At least I can acknowledge you look like somebody. Wolfgang Schiffer. Yeah, his birthday just passed a few weeks ago. Lexi de Benedetto. I'm glad she was here because she was Lori in the series, and she was only a recurring character. Now she's in it all for the most of the movie. Eva Carlton, Sophia Woodard, Catherine Bradley. She's gonna be 18 in a few days. Annika, my love. Aubin, the younger sister of Catherine, Ella, and Mia Allen. They're all here. That was what was missing with the Christmas movie. I wanted to get a picture of my girls, and I'm gonna get it right now. Keep this close to me. There she is. There's Lori. Lexi Genesek. August Peterson, that's the girl, right? Jolie Jenkins is the mom. There's Aubin as she commits as being Lucy Loud. Brian Stepanek as the robot and as, the father, Lynn Loud Jr. Because they changed the cast from the Christmas movie. 3 actors were changed. Lily, the mom, well, no, 4 actors. Lynn Jr. and Lenny, they were all changed. This was much better than the Christmas movie. It was longer, it was funnier, and it had the cast from the show, which was great. Just like in Power Rangers, the movie. It was mostly the cast from seasons 2 and 3 before they changed. This is one of the best Loud House things I've seen because I'm like, it impressed me. I mean, I like this better than Monster High too, mainly because it gave me more what I wanted. That had a villain that was just really forgettable and it was longer. Also, they had it had songs in it. The songs mostly were good. There's Lisa. She's the spider here. Her plant, Esmeralda. See, one of the writers was a woman because again, most of the characters are female in this show. Just Lincoln, Clyde, the dad, and some of the side characters are male. But it doesn't bother me because it's not an agenda. That's a big pumpkin. Yeah, she's adorable, man. She always likes to help the family with science. There's the robot. Pumpkin pie is that's not a Halloween thing. That's pumpkin pie is mostly a Thanksgiving and a Christmas dessert. Nah, she should have been my Supergirl. I'm sorry, but if you saw her in Night Squad, she's basically Supergirl, except she doesn't fly because she has the strength of Supergirl and the hair and the face and the accent that I like. I'll give Millie a chance next year, but she's not going to be better than Melissa Benoist. We all know that. She already knows. We already know that she's the best. She set the bar very high for that character. No, Nosferatu. There's Lynn Jr. I don't know who that is. So goodbye. Because like I said, Annika's gonna be 18 literally in next February. That's not that far off. And again, I don't care about age. As long as they're not a minor, I'm not committing any crimes. Weinstein lured women into a hotel. I don't do that. I don't lure women. That's wrong. I want them to pursue me. I don't lure them. Women are not fish. Okay? Sheesh. It's like, it's a Weinstein if you jerk off to a woman. I'm like, yeah, if you do it in front of them, you sick bastards. There's the candy, yep. But anyway, let's get back to the movie. I don't want to lose track. Look, the mom has crazy eyes. Yeah, because the mom in the first movie was just okay for me. She didn't really embrace Rita the way that, yeah, because she's the only loud without an L in her name. It's Rita with an R. I got to keep the volume low. I don't want to get a copyright infringement. You know how Nickelodeon, they will hound me if they hear any music. They really commit in this movie. That's why I love them so much. I love these actors. I love the characters so much. Except for the influencer Spanish kid. He is awful in the movie. Oh yeah, the clowns. They're cute. It's like Terrifier. This was before season two aired because this is during the writer's strike. This is all that they gave us of the Really Loud House until 2024 last year. They gave season two in February of last year, months after the strike was over. The Writers and the Actors Guild strike. These actors did not go on strike. Why? Because they want to work. I'm all for equal pay and everything, but don't you dare say that more than $1 million you need. Hey, Spidey, every Halloween, yeah, I'm gonna watch this for the Halloween season again. I'm just doing a podcast for it first. This movie should have been on DVD, just like the Really Loud House first season. Really enjoyable movie. That's her giant Mr. Coconut's Frankenstein monster. Franken Coconuts. Because Lexi was already an adult when she did the first season of the show and the first Christmas movie. I'm glad they retained most of the cast from the Christmas movie. And Annika was just a better Lynn Jr. in my opinion than the other girl. She's so cute. Oh yeah, this scene. This was funny. It gave me the first big laugh in the movie. That guy looks like Peter from the Deadpool sequels. See, that's cute. And then Lenny, watch. Yeah, they did that to me last year. It was painful. Fake teeth, and then Lori, and then Lenny is the one that, yeah, Lisa. Yeah, who wears headphones and when they're getting their teeth examined? There it is. Yeah, this part with Lenny. She's they stuck the needle of Novocaine right in his cheek. Yeah, trust me. When they gave me Novocaine, they put some like thing to numb my teeth. I couldn't feel a thing. I do take care of my teeth. After what happened to me last year, I brush my teeth, floss, and use mouthwash every week instead of doing the floss dance. Jonathan Judge said when he did this movie that this is the most talented cast he's worked with. Well, it's one of the best family casts I've seen since Full House. Because it's hard to have all these characters. Here's the problem with the movie: it's not the Louds, it's not Clyde. His dads are not in this movie, thank God. It's this kid, this knockoff Bobby character, this influencer. Hey, look, I got a camera on my phone. Let me just take pictures and film. You're an idiot, okay? 2023 was not a good year for villains. There were so many lame duck villains. The villain in the Marvels, the villain in Guardians 3, this villain, the villain in Monster High 2. It's just not a good year for villains. Even Blue Beetle had a lame villain. It was he's just a Spanish stereotype. He's lame. Sophia and Eva or Alexia are very beautiful actors. Yes, Spidey, they are. And I would bang both of them evenly without even thinking of a second thought about it because I know that they're both virgins. They're the most gorgeous women I've ever seen, man. One of them is really pale and has short hair, but her hair's going back, and then the other is this gorgeous brunette. They have their faces are very similar. They do look alike, even though they're not really related. But four of the cast members are really related. The two twins and Aubin and Catherine, they're both related. Luann and Lucy. So it was good to have that family dynamic because they actually acted like a family. It's easy to act like a family when you are family. Call it nepotism if you want, but I thought it worked really well. Plus, they were retained from the Christmas movie. This character's not even in the cartoon. He's not. He's never been in the cartoon. This kid, Bobby was, but Bobby's not in this movie. They kept the Casa Grandes out of this movie. They got this kid instead. Yay. Yeah, deuces, you're never going to be in Nickelodeon again. That's for sure, buddy. I'm the cutest scientist with glasses I've ever seen. Yeah, she's cute. It's like Daffy Duck meets Velma from Scooby Doo. Because she has the same hair color and she wears, sweaters. Green, not orange. She's adorable, man. Both of their names are Lexi. She looks like my cousin, Alexandra, when she was a little girl. Yeah, and Lola's basically Princess Peach, but they can't say that because they can't call her that because Nintendo will be like, "Hey, you can't use that name. That's copyrighted." Because she wears the pink dresses, yeah, and the blonde hair, yeah, she's Princess Peach. The creator was a fan of Mario Brothers. I can't believe that his body is a Nintendo Entertainment System. Again, wink, wink. They just painted it gray, like a Halloween day. Yeah, it's coming soon. We're about. It's a couple of weeks after Comic Con. It's today is the 7th, I believe. Yeah, today's the 7th. So 23 days left of this month. 31. That's about 53 days, right? 54 days if you don't count today. Yeah, that's from the episode where they go to the to Comic Con, the Kings of the Con. Yeah, that's a reference to that. I know where the reference comes from because they dress like that at the convention. And Comic Con's coming soon. I'm very happy. I'm going as Miles from Spider Man into the Spider Verse. You guys saw the costume already when I did the podcast for Into the Spider Verse, the first one. I love this movie so much. This show was not a flop. Two movies and two seasons during a pandemic, I call that a success. Some shows got canceled after like one episode during the pandemic. Also, this influencer is pretending to be black. You're not black. I'm blacker than you. So I was like, no, you're not. Yeah, check my birth certificate. I have my great grandmother was black. Yeah, that counts. I'm a third black, so that's more than any the half of these kids. Because Liam and Rusty and the other one, they're also in the show, but this kid is not. So they always got to make up a character that's not from the show. I guess to take liberties because I did that with the Fairly Odd Parents movie as well. I haven't done that one yet, but I could do that one in the fall. I have that one on DVD. Xander's an idiot. 3 hours until Spooktacular. Yeah, Lucy looks like Batman. This is easily my favorite Halloween special they've done in years because my favorite Nickelodeon movie that they aired on TV and not in the theaters was Swindle, but this was pretty damn close. If it wasn't for this influencer, this would be like a classic for me after 2 years. Yeah, he was not in the cartoon. I saw episodes of the cartoon. I've seen the animated movies. It's not in the cartoon. It's not. The Spanish kids are Bobby and his little sister and the parrot and the grandmother and all those other characters that I don't care about. I like the parrot, but that's about it. Yeah, he bleeds. That happened to my finger last week. See my thumb? I cut myself shaving. I didn't cut myself shaving today, so I could have waited till October to do this, but I don't want to wait any longer because I love this movie and I wanted to have a reason to watch it after seeing the Christmas movie a few months ago. At least it's not like August because that would have made no sense. There's no holidays in August. September, there's a couple of them. Werewolf teeth will turn into a bloodthirsty beast, and Brian Sepenic commits to the bit. And she commits her not being able to see. She had to see through a Sia wig that covers her eyes. She's like Wednesday Adams, except you can't see her eyes. I'm just glad this is not a 2 hour and 40 minute musical like Wicked. Yeah, yeah, I know. Again, he commits. Look at that face. Look at those eyes. Because, like I said, I was worried when I saw the Christmas movie a few years ago because most of them were minors at the time, except for Lexi. But now most of them are adults now. That's a different baby, by the way. They switch Lily up when she's talking. They have the actress that plays her on the show. That's just a stand-in so she can stand it. I noticed because I noticed the face is different. But these girls, no, they're on camera all the time. When they show them, it's really them. It's not a body double. See, that's her. Because even though Lincoln always messes up, at least his heart is in the right place. Yes, they do that a lot. Zach, Liam, and Rusty. That's the name of the kids. Liam is the southern kid. The Asian girl, she was in the show as well. Rusty is the one with the freckles, right? Yeah, with the yeah, or the spots on his face, and then Zach is the one with the glasses that looks like Harry Potter. I think her name is Stella in the show because I've seen the show. I've been watching the show on Netflix and on Paramount Plus. It's cute. The movie is a million times better than Harry Danger. Yeah, because again, it's not. They don't have a stupid laugh track. It doesn't stop the movie or show to preach a message or have inclusion. You don't need it here. You don't need it. Luna is in the movie. That's all I need. That's the only inclusion you ever put because I'm attracted to Sophia. There she is as a witch. Mummy, she's so cute. Yep. She's wearing bones. You know what I would like to do to her, right? When she turns 18, hell yeah. I would. Yes, I would. I regret nothing, okay? I'm not Cosby, okay? I like to see women conscious in person, not behind a camera or saw toothbrushes. Why? The witch outfit, yeah, I like the witch outfit. Also, Lenny's like Bride of Frankenstein outfit. I think that's what she is. Last year I did American Werewolf in Paris. I didn't do London because I don't own that one. It's hard to find on streaming. The dad spends most of the movie by himself, like running through the streets scaring people. Xander's not worth it. He's the villain of the movie. See, the girls commit. That's why they get most of the screen time. Even though Lincoln's in the movie, he's not a cameo. Plus, I saw Halloween stuff in the stores back in August. I'm like, yeah, because they want to be 2 months ahead. There was no holidays in August at all. Yeah, they don't have that in this movie. They didn't have the budget for that. This is a TV movie, but it's a great TV movie, and it's not overly long like a miniseries. There's the full moon. See, they don't have the budget for that. So see again, he commits. That looks awesome. That's a great Halloween display. Of course, when these kids get toothbrushes, they get pissed off. Kids want candy. That's their day to hoard up on candy. I buy my candy, guys. There's the Easter Bunny. That was from the first season of the show. Hold on. Yeah, this is really enjoyable, man. I miss this show a lot, but I get to watch it every day if I want to. really entertaining. There's the Franken coconuts. This is one of those movies, just like with the Ernest Goes to, Scared Stupid, that it appeals to me. It's a great Halloween classic. I don't care what the critics say. Screw the critics. Actually, some critics were more positive on this one than the Christmas movie. I just prefer it. Wait, is this a song? Because I got to keep it low. Yeah, this is a song by Luna. Nam. See, they commit, man. All these girls and women. Yeah, this is the song. Gotta keep it low because I don't want to get a copyright from Nickelodeon. Fair. Well, you ever heard of Fair Use? The other song is at the end of the movie. So this song is about 25 minutes into the film. You're so cute. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. It does feel right. She's wearing the purple lipstick. Maybe if more characters were like this and they did representation without forcing it, I'd be more attracted to girls that look like that. But no, when they're a lesbian or queer, they have to shove it in my face. I'm like, I'm not stupid, Hollywood. Here we go. There's the robot. He's wearing a mask. That's kind of clever. Phantom of the Opera. See, that's what the Wolfman should have looked like this year, Hollywood, instead of wasting $100 million on a movie that no one asked for. No one asked for a remake 15 years ago or this year. You can keep your budgets modest and not have to spend $100 million every time or 200 million. She's the Bride of Frankenstein, yeah. So this girl's a zombie or the Corpse Bride, right? Compliment the snacks. For cocktail weenies, those are good. The pigs in a blanket, those are really, really good. I know, Lincoln, I know. And the thing is, I prefer Christmas over Halloween only because, I get stuff. And also, I love giving. But I love this Halloween special. Right. Key night. I got to keep it low because if I put this loud, I'm going to get a copyright infringement. Hi. This reminds me of the Michael Jackson Thriller video. I'm Batman. That's awesome. That stunt was really done well. I could put it low. Here I am. Yeah, Josh, you made it 29 minutes in. Well, they're in the costumes now. They stay that way until the end of the film. Again, they commit. I know you want candy, kids. That's all you care about. You want to rot your teeth with sugar coated, snacks that you can get any time of the year, but they want to just hoard up like, give me candy. I'm like, nah, just take it. There's someone leaves a bucket out there and they have candy, I take a handful. It's called being resourceful. They're giving them a bunch of toothbrushes. That's funny. That made me. Hey, you have to brush your teeth after you're done eating candy. That little girl's adorable, man. These kids are really cute. The kids are not the problem with the movie. Like I said, the only problem I had with this movie is that stupid influencer because he's not in the show. Yeah. Did you see the episode? Not Austin and Ally. The iCarly episode, the first Halloween episode. Yeah, kids want candy. They don't want your excuses. They don't want coconuts and jumper cables and toothbrushes. They want rotting candy, whether it's chocolate or Skittles. Oh no, there's another song, or no, but it's not really a song. It's just karaoke. Or they also want like Reese's Pieces and freaking. They want what was it? What was another thing that they have? Caramel and almonds and things like that. They don't want excuses. Yes, Lenny, they do. Hell, I have to buy my candy every year, even during the pandemic, because nobody. You saw butter sticks. I love children. I've been around children since I was when I was a kid. I have a daughter. I have not a daughter. I have a niece now, and she's a little girl, and I want to bond with her. I didn't even get to kiss her yet. I'm like, you can't kiss her until she's vaccinated. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait a year, guys. There's other good costumes. Yep, apples. See, they're on their phones because 90% of kids now have phones and they text and call and they freaking they just on the internet all the time. Kids, there's more to life than that. Because really, I know they needed a villain in this movie, but the Christmas movie didn't really have a villain. The villain was the villain was basically Lincoln and Clyde. Not that they weren't the villains, but they were doing things that a villain would do, try to scare the town. But in this one, yeah, the influencer's just not scary. He's just any character you would see in any movie. I mean, you saw an influencer in Red One for crying out loud a year after this came out, and he wasn't even the villain. He's like, "Hey, I have a million followers. Let me take a picture with The Rock," and The Rock is like, "Get out of here, okay? Or I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna ask you to leave." Still better than Twilight in every way, man. It is awesome, yeah. Practical. There's only very little CG in the movie. There was just there was the thing that Luna was writing that was CG because again, she can't write on a big thing like that, like a Mad Max movie. And also the apples were CGI when they were falling, but it's very little CG in the movie. It's not a lot. Oh, yeah, my dog can't even do that. Are you excited for Street Fighter the movie? I don't know. I gotta wait till the cast list because Mortal Kombat 2, I'm not looking forward to it. I didn't like the cast in the first movie, especially like Sonya Blade and Cole and all that. I hated those characters, what they did with them. And some of the ones I did like were underused, like Scorpion, Sub Zero, and Liu Kang. They were side characters, they weren't main characters. Cole ruined the movie for me. And then Kano, the one that they said had the most personality, he's racist and then he dies. Of course, because you can't have any good things anymore. And then the new one has Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. Good actor, just don't buy him as Johnny Cage. I like other actors as Johnny Cage. Like he's never gonna top it. Lyndon Ashby. Lyndon Ashby was Johnny Cage to me. No other actor has done it better in the movies. In any of the films. That includes the animated films as well. Ashby will always be the best Johnny Cage. He's cocky, he wears the sunglasses, and he's American. He's not a British guy or Australian or New Zealand. No, he's not. Sorry. Okay, back to the movie. That's a great shot of the moon. It really is. Also, these kids look like the Stranger Things kids. He looks for candy. He goes to this guy, Flips. His store has a bunch of candy in it. Because a lot of stores have candy. They just don't. They don't want to give it out to kids. They want them to buy it. Five Below and Dollar Tree and Dollar General and CVS and what was another place? Target. Target has a lot of candy, guys. I buy my candy on time. I don't wait to the last minute. I love candy on Halloween. Yeah, I like to buy it or just grab a handful in the buckets. Unless it's raining and then they don't put the buckets out because the candy will get wet. And I don't like to eat wet candy or expired candy either. It's his family. Oh, your voice cracked. Josh, my voice doesn't crack. My voice hasn't cracked since I was 13 because I have a man's voice. I don't squeak like this. I don't do that. I don't have a squeaky voice. There's Batman. Oh, Oliva, your beautiful face. Mm. Scream chime. They use a lot of makeup and costumes in this episode, in this movie. It felt like a really long episode of this first season of the show, but it worked because it gave me exactly what I wanted. That's all I asked from Nickelodeon or Disney or anybody else. Just get entertain me. Don't preach. Don't throw a message in there that doesn't need to be in there. Lilo and Stitch had a small message, but it wasn't like shoved in my face. It was like, oh, you know that Hawaii is actually part of the U.S. too, right? Yeah, it is. It was colonized in 1959. Get it? Because he's a chef. That's a cute little joke there. That was cute that it gave him butter. You can make candy with butter, like cookies with candy in them. You'd rather have the butter than the toothpaste, the toothbrushes. The fight at the end is pretty awesome because the kids get to have a lot of fun. But this influencer is so useless. But he gets what he deserves. Of course, it's frustrating with you, Josh. You scared, you're scared of everything. I'm not. If I want to go, I can do that because YouTube can't cancel me. You get canceled if you do an illegal activity. Show expressing yourself is not illegal. It's in the Constitution. It's called freedom of expression. We can express ourselves any way we want as long as we're not hurting anybody or ourselves. That's what it's all about. I didn't get freedom to lock it in a hole in the ground. Get it? He's a wolf and then the three little pigs again. And she's a Red Riding Hood. That's clever. Yeah, that's not gross, Josh. That's not gross. What they do on Stranger Thing, what they do in The Boys, or an episode of, or an episode of like Peacemaker, that was gross. I didn't need to see Johnson's hitting me in the face. Okay, you know what that means, right? That first episode, like that scene, horrified me. I'm like, Gunn, I don't want to see a guy's Johnson ever again in one of your DC shows or movies. There's a reason Superman kept his pants on in the whole movie. I don't want to see his Johnson. Sorry, that's not me. I'm not gay. We're 39 minutes in. I'm having a great time. I love this movie so much. No one cares about that pumpkin. Trust me. I get a pumpkin every year, or I at least take pictures of pumpkins. Why would people waste toilet paper and eggs on a house? I don't get it. I don't play pranks on Halloween. I never did that. I never thrown an egg in my life at a bus or a train. I'm like, no, because I'm not a psychopath, guys. I'm not. I want to be, I want to be free for the rest of my life. I don't want to be in prison. The lockdown was long, was bad enough. And they put white makeup on her. She looks gorgeous, man. These two are great together. Even in the cartoon, they're cute because they're animated. And they got hit big heads on little bodies. Yeah, that was a nice design from the animators. Man, Rat, you are always snoring. I like their costumes. And now that I've seen the episode Kings of the Con, I know what that reference is now. Phase one, yeah. Frontal assault. Shaving cream, that's another thing I don't waste. Those are household items I actually use. I'm gonna make some eggs later for lunch. That's an awesome Mr. Coconut's Frankenstein monster. The problem is that they show the video of them saying we're gonna attack the house. I'm like, you wanted to attack us? Again, it was a misunderstanding, guys. Mm-hmm. A spotlight, the bat signal. They're not gonna use bullets because again, kids movie. Take that. Also, she's dressed like a spider. I'm gonna be a Spider-Man soon. This is also the last time she uses Mr. Coconuts because in the second season of the show she doesn't use it anymore. But she still does the jokes and she still has the braces and she found a love interest. That was nice. This is a great idea. I'm glad I finally did this. I really wanted to see another Loud House movie, and I've already done. I haven't done No Time to Spy, but I can do that one eventually. Yep, again, that's not real blood, guys. Don't worry, that's not gore. I love this cast so much. That wasn't really blood. That was like raspberry juice or something. Sold out. Yes, I've heard that before. They put a collar on him. They're dressed like the Stranger Things cast in like the early seasons of the show before they got older. I bet the fifth season they're gonna look like they're 30. Yeah, I'm Southern, and he's a cute Southern boy. See, oh, there's all different kinds of people, but it's not forced. Liam is actually a cute character with a Southern accent. He's not annoying. He's not a I say, because that would be get old real quick. Because yes, he has a Southern accent in the cartoon as well. Yeah, so do I. I didn't have to lie down for this one. See, she commits, man. All of them do. That's why this cast worked for several years together in two movies and two seasons of the show. And the first one being the first episode of the was a musical for season two, and it was great. Loved it. They poked fun at a lot of musical theater, and I was like, yeah, that's in my blood, man. And Eva Carlton has a gorgeous voice, man. Corn. This came out in September because I guess they couldn't release it for Halloween because Halloween was I think on a weekend in 2023, wasn't it? Let me see. Last year Halloween was a Thursday, or was it a Wednesday? I forgot. I think it was a Thursday. I think 2023 was a Tuesday. No, so this year Halloween is on a weekend. It's on a Friday. Puppy, you scream, you snore too much. Yep, again, Nickelodeon slime. It is a Nickelodeon movie. Yeah, drink Ecto Cooler, douchebags. You are so bony. Huh? Mm. And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm like, that bone costume. Phase three. With the new DCU, they're up to the first phase because it's Gods and Monsters. Phase two will probably be in like 2027 or 2028. Followers can't help you in real life, dude. They look like dynamite. It's just good to do a podcast without headphones in my ears all the time. I think it stopped raining, but it's still wet out. I'm not gonna go out today. I'm gonna finish this podcast. We're 47 minutes in, and we're 46 minutes left of the movie because the first 30 seconds were one ad, and that was it. I hate ads. They interrupt the movie, and there it is. It's Shazam costume or the Ace costume from the King of the Cons. At least I know where that costume comes from because that episode of the Kings of the Con was in the fourth season. That aired in like 2021, so it was like before this was made. Ketchup. You know, breaking into someone's house is called trespassing, right? You can get jail time for that. Not life in prison, but if you break into someone's house, you get arrested. You know, when kids knock on the door or ring the doorbell, they're not trespassing because they're allowed in. If they allow, if they answer the door, they don't just go away. Oh yeah, the drones, right? These drones are also CG. Yeah, there's the drones. It's like the ending of Spider-Man: Far From Home. Again, a good movie that came out before the second Spider-Verse movie. There were two of them that came out before Spider-Verse. That's what I'm saying. We need Miles real soon in live action. That's it. It's not negotiable. We can't wait 10 years. It'll be too late. Audiences have to be interested because if they're not, it's going to fail. Like the DCU the first time. That's awesome. That's a cool visual. The the ending is kind of weird because one of them almost gets killed at the end. I was not expecting that from a kids movie. It's like Ernest Scared Stupid. It's the darkest of the Ernest movies of the '90s because a kid turned into to a wooden doll, which means he kind of almost died. So yep, take him away, useless villain. Plus, his mom doesn't show up until the for the rest of the movie. Yes, this should have been the end for him, and it was not. Because then there's the third act where, Catherine, you're adorable, man. I can't wait to post pictures of you on your birthday in a few days. That's right. It's like Beauty and the Beast. Remember when Beauty and the Beast at the end, the original, not the remake, where the inanimate objects fight against the townspeople. That was a cool scene. He went to Flips. Yeah, there's candy there. Of course, he has to break in because again, they're locked. Some places close early on Halloween. The movie would have ended here, but it would be too short. So this is where the third act misunderstanding comes. Click clock. It's like TikTok. Yep, this is where the misunderstanding happens. You traitor! Yeah. You don't betray 11 girls. That's a lot. That yeah, I'm including the mom in there as well. I would never betray my family. I don't do that. Family is forever, guys. Even though they could drive me crazy sometimes and they're very loud, louder than the louds will ever be, you know, the love has to stay alive in your heart forever. It's the only reasons why Fast and the Furious has had been on the in the theaters for so long. Yeah, his older brother, they steal Esmeralda, but he has a redemption arc and it works. It feels earned, even though it's in the last 20 minutes. Except the dad. The dad was gone for half the movie. He was alone, howling at the moon, looking for candy. Hell yeah. That's from the show. See, continuity. This show doesn't pretend that the cartoon never happened. By the way, you idiot executives that think that a faithful adaptation is just taking the names of the characters, making them look like the characters, and you have to do nothing like the show, like Lost in Space. Well, that wasn't a cartoon, but it had a cartoon that failed, or that Tom and Jerry movie that came out a few years ago, even the one from the '90s, or Garfield or the Smurfs. They missed the point of the source material. This did not. This nailed it. They know that the show is goofy for kids, but it also has heart and a message of family. That family is everything. There's Flip. He's from the show. His raccoon's not in the show in here because the raccoon would have been too expensive, or they would have just used a real raccoon. And raccoons are dangerous. Even these kids, Rusty, Liam, and Zach, and Stella, they're way better characters than the influencer. I forgot what his name. Xander? Yeah, Xander. That was the name of the planet in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Xandar. Remember, it was a planet in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. You saw those buckets are cute, like the ones they serve in McDonald's. I have a smile on my face the whole time. Is that candy corn? I'm not a big fan of candy corn. She's so cute. Because this is way better than those Medea Halloween movies, because those are just stupid. What are we gonna do? Yeah. Again, suck it, not Tyler Perry. This did it better. And this was on TV back in 2023. Well, you'd made two Medea movies that were Halloween that were a joke. Yeah. Where they think, that's right, grab that candy. He hoarded up on that candy, man. Hell, they give Halloween specials in September because the Halloween Bake Off, they're gonna give that next week. Poor Flip. All he wants to do is just be a good store owner. Yeah, it's not a person. It's a Eva does have a lovely singing voice. She does. In that musical episode, I'm like, damn, you can sing. Clyde is also good in the cartoon. Yeah, he's good here and in the cartoon. He didn't need dads to be interesting. He could have had one father. Because you only have one father. You can't have two biological fathers. It's impossible, guys. Stepfather, maybe, but not two fathers. That's dumb. They're going to squish the pumpkin. Of course, the pumpkin does die because pumpkins do die after leaving them outside for so long. They start to rot because they're fruits. Pumpkins are not vegetables, they're fruits. They have seeds, they're fruits. I bet the event, yeah, that's cool that her Spidey costume, it glows. I love these characters so much, man. I'll lower this because there's music. Mount Crushmore. Yeah, this is a junkyard where they crush cars. It's like the ending of Brave Little Toaster, except this is not as dark. Because in that one, you have this giant crusher that's gonna kill the characters. I mean, it's gonna kill the master. And I was like, damn, this is a dark kids movie. And I saw that movie as a kid. Didn't scar me. I'm used to seeing things that are darker for kids. Lexi is a cute here. Yeah, she's gorgeous, man. As a witch, way hotter than Elphaba in the Wicked movie. I'm sorry. No green makeup, not British, not bald, and she's white. I love black girls, but in this case, I'm like, no, I prefer Lexi over any black British girl. It's just my preference. Black and Asian girls go first and second, but then third is white girls mainly because all these girls are white in the Loud House. Yeah, you're gonna destroy something that doesn't need to be destroyed. Crush, 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 crush. Four people are watching this. I'm like, you should, guys. Watch this movie for Halloween. It's a Halloween treat. Hallow's Eve treat. You saw Vanabelle. They changed it. That's the candy. It's all over the. You got all the candy from Flips. Yes, Lily, candy. A lot of candy. Crush, 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 crush. Yeah, see, they almost die in this, but then Lincoln gets a speech, which is, just like in the Christmas movie, but this time they didn't plan to get crushed. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Cars should be crushed when they're old, but not pumpkins. They should be e-wasted. Xander, you're gonna get yours. This is a great cast. Like they nailed it. And this movie doesn't have to be 3 hours because too many movies that year that when this movie came out were like 2.5 hours or 2:45 or 3 hours. I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna live to be 1,000. Make your movie shorter, please. Oppenheimer did not need to be 3 hours long. This movie wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. It was the perfect running time. 72 minutes long. That is a. I wish some movies were 72 minutes now that were animated instead of an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, you gorgeous girl with your guitar. See, that was CG. See, that was CG. The background was CG, but I get that why they used it. They don't have a $200 million budget, guys, and they made this during the strike. This came out. They were filming this in 2022 when the show was a hit. They started filming this special. Yeah, what a rush. The mom, mwah. Jolie, you're fantastic, man. I love that mom so much. She's funny and she's beautiful and she can be a badass in a way. No people in the crusher, of course not. You'll commit murder and you'll go to prison forever. That was a sweet. I love white girls, but I love all estrogen. Even with Mr. Coconuts, without Mr. Coconut, Catherine still adorable. Yeah, because she commits. Again, still a better Wolfman movie than the remakes that we recently got, because they have to use terrible CGI or it's an allegory or something. And Lincoln's speech is short and sweet. I love my family. They Nothing means more to me. Yeah, this is awesome. You're not wrong about that. See Sophia's face? She's smiling from ear to ear. Yeah, I've never seen her smile so much because she got to be on screen for more than 5 minutes in the show. That's right, girl. You go, girls. Hell yeah, they are. They carried this movie with Lincoln and a lot of it. The singing and the dance choreography and the costumes. You see why I want Eva to play the voice of, well, any of these girls could be the voice. Well, the older girls could be the voice of Amy Rose in the Sonic 4 movie. Sophia, yeah, you could tell that her and Eva are very friendly because they took a lot of pictures with Lexi Janasek and they hugged her and like that really is their sister. You could feel the love. Of course, Esmeralda doesn't survive, but it's a pumpkin. They're gonna destroy Vanzilla. Eva or Catherine or Lexi could do the voice. Yeah, I would love any of them to do the voice. I want it to be a cute voice that's not underage because they're not going to get a little kid. So she's doing science. What? I got this. Crane releases. Yeah, Naya could do the voice as well. There goes the pumpkin. Yep, again, you get the juice right in your face, so you get what you deserve. This is like the breaking the arm scene in Superman. When Crypto breaks Lex Luthor's arm, I was so happy. I was like, you got what you deserve. Oh, what a lovely day! No, it's a lovely day for me, because you got hurt. Because you're an idiot, Nicholas Holt. He shaved his head for that and for Mad Max Fury Road, and I didn't like him in either one. Yep. Juice right in your face, you dumb influencer. No! Your voice cracked. Yep. Mm-hmm. You heard the old expression, bitches get stitches? Yeah. I love this movie so much, man. Look at all that candy. That'll give you a stomach ache for a week. Candy. I want candy. Who wants candy? It's the I Want Candy song, but with different lyrics. This is such a joy to watch every year. Mr. Terrific was funny. Yeah, he was. Together. All the time. These actors, they bring me so much joy, man. Yeah, he needs his own show. I want to see him on a Max show because you saw that he has a seed. You can plant it and it'll grow into another pumpkin. So the ears, so good. Yeah, I desire you. Fire. Oh, I want a bucket of candy this year. I get it. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna buy candy until I'm 90. No, Annika. Yep. Let's get loud. Oh, I love this so much. Wants candy. Want candy. Oh! This is a lot of fun, man. Still the best loud thing I've ever seen of the Loud House. A pan out shot, and the movie's over. And that was the movie, guys. I love this movie so much, man. If I could rate this on IMDb, if I could rate this, if they had a rating system here on the of the Loud House, I would give it a double thumbs up. I love this movie. Let me just stop it here. That was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for watching. Acknowledge Me, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing another movie. Not as good as this movie, but it's a lot of fun too. Pants on Fire. This was a lot of fun, man. I love the Louds. I missed the show, but these actors, they'll keep me comfort for the rest of this decade, man. Love you, Louds, all of you, and Clyde. Thanks for watching. Peace and have a good day.